The fish pond is full of life, from the insect life including the dragonflies and the damselflies and their larvae which live on the bottom of the pond before metamorphosizing into the insect. Here are the fish in the pond. There are many species of fish in the pond including koi, shibunkum, goldfish, the plant life, wonderful plant life in the pond including these water lilies. Also many different types of oxygenating plants. And also the frogs, of course. The frogs come every January, lay their spawn in the pond, which must be removed to this small pond or the fish will eat it. And these tadpoles, of course, will turn into little frogs. The first stage is when they turn into half frog, half, here we see one here, half frog, half tadpole. He still has the tail, but his legs are starting to appear. And here's a perfectly formed little frog who will hop away into the grass and return 3 years later as an adult, and the whole process repeats itself. This pair of water hens looked at the pond some years ago with the view to nesting and decided not to stay because the place was too crowded. But there is also death in the pond, and this guy means death. This is the grey heron. In the 9 years that the pond has existed, I estimate that the herons have killed upwards of 2,000 fish. On this visit, which was caught on CCTV, he was there for no more than 10 minutes. He killed 8 fish. The heron is a relentless hunter. As long as there's fish in the pond, he will come back. Because we live near the pond and because there's activity around the place, it's difficult for him to come. But he will surprise you. He will show up the most unlikely times. He may not show up for a week, and suddenly when you least expect it, he shows up again. I'm trying to figure out a way of deterring the bird. The pond has been changed since this CCTV film was taken. There is now a bridge across the pond where the fountain is to the left of the bird. Here there is now a bridge, and the bridge, I have the idea to use the bridge to mount sensors which can activate hooter, sprinkler, to deter the bird from visiting the pond and killing the fish. If there's anybody out there who has figured out a solution to this problem, I'd love to hear from you. I can be contacted via my YouTube profile. I have tried a net. There is a net over the pond for many years. I don't want to use a net. I want to come up with something better. This is the bridge I mentioned, and here is the bird who was caught recently again visiting. He was scared away this time because I ran towards the pond shouting at him.